What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JBsports back again with another one. Promoter and CEO of Top Rank Boxing, Bob Arum, recently discussed a potential matchup featuring undisputed junior welterweight champion Josh Taylor taking on WBO welterweight champion and who I have #1 on my pound-for-pound list, Terrence Bud Crawford. He said he would like to see that fight happen. If it takes place, he wants it to take place in the UK. Now you got to understand that Terrence Bud Crawford is a champion. So you want the champion to go over there and face the challenger in his hometown. Go to a foreign land, go across the pond and fight him in the UK, where he know he damn near gonna have to get a knockout or dominate every round to get the victory in the UK. If the fight is semi-close or semi-competitive, there's a chance they could rob Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, we've been down this road before. If you guys remember, when Terrence Bud Crawford was in negotiations to fight Amir Khan, Bob Arum wanted that fight to originally take place in the UK. But Terrence Bud Crawford's manager and trainer, Bo Mack, the return of the Mac, Bo Mack, said hell to the now. We ain't going over there fighting the UK. We the champion. What the hell we gonna go over there and fight the challenger in his hometown and possibly get robbed? And here it is, Bob Arum trying to get them to do this once again, go over there and fight a challenger in his backyard of the UK. He probably want that fight in Scotland. That's where he's from. He's actually from Scotland. That's part of the UK. He probably gonna want him to fight him in one of them stadiums over there in Scotland and potentially get robbed. Let's go back to the Bob Arum not believing that Terrence Bud Crawford is a draw in the sport of boxing. This is what this is all about. This is why he wants to take that fight to the UK. Because he listened to Bo Mack the first time when talking about fighting a UK fighter in Amir Khan. They took that fight to, I think that fight was in Madison Square Garden if I'm not mistaken, in New York. It was in the United States. And that fight flopped. Bob Arum lost money on that fight. The fight did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. You know, I think Bud got paid $5.5 million for that fight. And I think Amir Khan got paid around a little over $4 million, if I'm not mistaken. That was the purse of both fighters. The fight did 150,000, and it didn't make any money. The fight was in the red. Bob Arum lost money. You've all heard the comments about him saying that he lost money on Terrence Bud Crawford. The money that he lost on Crawford, he could have built a mansion in Beverly Hills. So he don't want to make that same mistake twice. That's why he talking about taking that fight over there to the UK. Now, Josh Taylor has a fight coming up in November. He's got a mandatory he's got to fulfill against Jack Cottrell. They talking about putting that fight over in the UK, and that's the fight is slated to take place in November. Now, if he's successful with that, he says he's looking to move up to 147 pounds and take on Terrence Bud Crawford. He said Terrence Bud Crawford ain't fought nobody. He said that's a winnable fight for him, and he has a very self-belief and self-confidence that he can win that fight. Now, Terrence Bud Crawford and his team gonna tell Bob Arum the same thing. And they can really tell him now because their contract is out after October. So they got one more fight with him. I'm hearing that it's gonna be Zapata. That fight's gonna take place October 23rd. They can tell Bob Arum to go jump in the lake. We ain't going to no UK. Just like we weren't gonna go to the UK and fight Amir Khan, we damn sure ain't finna go to the UK and fight Josh Taylor. We're not finna do that. So for Bob Arum to mention UK as a preferred destination for Josh Taylor versus Terrence Bud Crawford fight, just let you know that he don't believe in Terrence Bud Crawford's drawing power. They put all their backing behind Josh Taylor. They want to see him succeed. And they know if that fight takes place over there in the UK and the fight is semi-competitive, Josh Taylor's going to get the decision victory. They're going to rob Terrence Bud Crawford. They look at Terrence Bud Crawford as an afterthought, basically. They're looking at him as a guy that they ain't going to make no money off of him. They haven't made any money off of him, and they just don't believe in his drawing power. They putting that back in behind Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor, Vasily Lomachenko's of the world. And that's a damn shame. That's a sad situation to begin with. So that's what it is, and that's just how it's going to take place. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But let me know your thoughts about the Bob father basically saying Josh Taylor versus Terrence Bud Crawford could take place in the UK. Not in Omaha, Nebraska, where Terrence Bud Crawford has had fights in front of large crowds, damn near a sellout if it wasn't a sellout. Never mind that. Never mind they could put that fight in Lincoln where he had a fight over there and they did good numbers over there as far as they had a lot of people in attendance, a full house for that fight. They want him to put his belt on the line against a challenger and fight his challenger in his backyard where he could potentially get robbed. And I don't think they're going to go for that. So we will see what happens and we will see what transpires. But let me know your thoughts about the Barfather talking about a potential matchup between Josh Taylor and Terrence Bud Crawford taking place in the UK. Let me know your thoughts and hit the like button if you like the content of this video. And subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And I'll holler.